Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. I remember that my preacher, when he was receiving me into the Baptist church when I was 13, preached on that verse, in Welsh of course. And it is a chapter, this chapter 12 of Ecclesiastes, which is very appropriate for this time of year, November. There is this reference to time passing. There is the limitedness of man's state, because man goeth to his long home, in Latin domus eternitatis, Beth Olam, house of eternity. That English translation, the old one, long home, says it all. Old classic monosyllables, the old English of the likes of Judah of Norwich, Shakespeare, Chaucer, muscles, in short words. Then shall the dust return to the earth as it was, and the spirit shall return unto God who gave it. Some have a short innings. Just behind me is Jacinta, the youngest saint who was not a martyr in the Catholic Church. She was only 9 when she died. Many have a short innings. I remember how in Rome I was living not that far from where John Keats was buried, because they went to Rome, some of these people, to get the heat. He had TB. He was a medical student and he was nursing his brother who had the same. And then when he himself started to cough up blood, he knew that he hadn't much time left. He had abandoned his medical studies to give himself entirely to poetry, because he realized he had the gift. And what would he have written had he lived on? He was only 26 when he died. So we can see youth just disintegrating under this terrible disease that also took off Thérèse of Lisieux. She was only 24. We have this wonderful sonnet which was published after his death, which has no title, but just comes straight from the heart when he realizes that he has this illness, and of course what that might mean. When I have fears that I may cease to be, before my pen has gleaned my teeming brain, before high-piled books in charactery hold like rich garners the full ripened grain. When I behold upon the night's starred face huge cloudy symbols of a high romance, and think that I may never live to trace their shadows with the magic hand of chance. And when I feel, fair creature of an hour, that I shall never look upon thee more, nor have relish in the fairy power of unreflecting love, then on the shore of the wide world I stand alone, and think, till love and fame to nothingness do sink. Here, so close to the graves outside and to the old monastery, I cannot but think of all these who went at an early age into the beyond and stood on that same shore. This morning I was reliving also novitiate days when the novice master took us and also the altar boys to hear and see something which was being performed near the monastery in the village. And one song in it was one that I have just found again after many years, because unexpectedly it's on YouTube. God is watching us from a distance. It's actually very profound and beautiful. What music and song should be. Words that count and mean something, and music that is melodious and healing. We need that. So I wrote these thinking of the likes of John Keats and others who have gone quickly into the beyond. There is an eye that watches and has seen the all that was and all that is to be. We stand upon an hour of having been and yet to be, for we write history in seconds that last long. And some there are that botched the aeons all in moments small, that cannot be unwrit. A word can mar a sentence to be heard without recall. A soul stands all alone upon the shore of chasmed void, unseen, unknown, untrod, and but one breath, not coming, pushed this door wide open, o'er the abyss where ghost and God had words upon a moment very long, that tapped an overture to some strange song.